Hello and welcome to our virtual Lunch and Learn this week. We're coming to you live from the Automation Fair show floor here in Houston, Texas. I'm Rachel Green, Digital Communications Specialist with McNaughton-McKay Electric Company, and this is our Marketing Project Manager, Leanne Ireland. And together today we're going to take you around the show floor, see a few of our supplier booths. Now, Automation Fair is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and in the last 30 years, this has become the industry event, showcasing the latest innovation and technology out on the show floor. We have over 100 partner network exhibits out here today, and we're gonna stop by a few of our top suppliers as we walk around. So I'm gonna turn around the camera so that you guys can see the show floor and have a fully immersive experience, and we'll get started. Here we are at the main entrance. We have Invent Hoffman here. And the first supplier we're going to stop by and see a demo from today is HMS Networks. As you come in, let us know where you're joining us from. I see Andy Pond and Austin Davidson are out there. Austin is ready to chat with you if you have any questions about today's demos. And if you have follow-up questions, you can always reach out to us at the email address in the description below. Getting everybody set up here. Got some great here. All right, hi. We have Jim Fitzwater. Nice to meet you. Today that you want to show us?
So here at the HMS booth, and by the way, if you're not familiar with HMS, you may be familiar with some of our brands, Anybus or E1. So today I thought I would talk a little bit about E1. So we actually have two brands or two items under the E1 brand. You have the Cozy that is for remote access. You can use that like for your HMI anywhere in the world. It uses a secure VPN tunnel that is IT and firewall friendly. It's an outbound connection. That, for the 7th year in a row, was just named the best remote access solution by Control Design magazine. Again, 7 years in a row, pretty significant. Then we also have a version of that is the Flexi. It has all the same remote access capabilities, but you also have data. So you can access data from your PLC. You can do that in various protocols, Ethernet IP or Modbus, and you can connect that to our cloud, Talk to M. It can also be used with the Microsoft Azure cloud, Amazon AWS. So again, very, very flexible. You have alarming capabilities, you have live KPIs, you have dashboarding. And actually, so far this morning, that has been the majority of our conversations with customers.
Wow.
Data finally, I think, is being realized at the customers, and that has been the vast majority of our conversations this morning with some actual applications and real needs. So that has been exciting, and we're very happy so far. Obviously, a little lighter turnout, but the conversations have been really good.
That's wonderful, yeah. Do you have anything here in the booth you'd like to show us today? Show us some of those applications?
Well, I can show you, let me show you those two units here. I'll take it over here.
Yeah.
Excuse my glasses are fogging up. We are masked. Excuse me. So I mentioned the Cozy. This is the Cozy here. So it is wired, Wi-Fi, cellular, so you have different versions of that. Again, this is for remote access. And then the Flexi is a very similar unit as far as functionality goes with the remote access, but this is actually modular, so you can change out the Wi-Fi to a 4G card should you need. So what that does is you don't have to keep buying a new unit if you want to change technology, go to 5G, we'll be able to put a card in here. So
that's great. Very versatile.
Very versatile. And actually over here, currently we're doing a quick tech session with the Azure connector. We are certified, again, by Microsoft and Amazon and we're doing a tech session with that here right now.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for showing us around here today, Jim, and I hope you have a great rest of the fair.
All right, you're very welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. All right. We'll go back out here on the show floor and walk through to our next booth. As you said, a little lighter turnout this year, understandable. Still a really good crowd. We have Panduit here, another one of our top suppliers. All right, and let's stop by and see what they have for us today. Hi, Jonah.
Hi, Rachel. How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
And what do you have for us?
Yeah, so here we have our industrial or our indoor rated field cord. So a lot of times when you're trying to install cameras and other type of devices that will have very low profiles and be very difficult to route cables, get a patch cord that is the right length to those end devices. So what we've created is what we call our field cord, which is this little black module here on our patch cords, so that you can then connect any industrial or enterprise strength cable to any sort of custom length. So that way you're able to route all the way to your edge devices without having to worry about a bulky field term plug.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we also have our M12 connectivity. And this is where you can keep your network safe and secure you with IP67 connectivity and still be able to deploy Ethernet down to your edge level devices, be that your switches, your I/O blocks, or anything else.
That's great.
The next awesome technology that we have going on here is our DIN rail fiber patch panels, and these are specifically for industrial environments. So we already have a product that's very similar to this, but what's really cool is down here we have our extended versions, and this is where you can insert any type of cassette that is going to be bulkier or have more difficult wire management, and be able to put these into a patch panel so that you can still route your fiber down to the edge. The last technology that we have is right here, and here on the other side as well, and this is our single pair Ethernet. And we've been talking a lot about single pair Ethernet at Panduit, where you can route up to 1 kilometer of cable in between any two devices, which is awesome. That's not possible anywhere else in the industry. So we have a live demo here where I can turn this light on and off in this. That is all using Ethernet connectivity over a kilometer to see anywhere else in the industry. So that's some of the big technologies that we have going on here at Panduit that we're really excited about.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for showing us around today.
Thank you, Rachel.
Really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. We're going to keep moving through here on the show floor. Follow the pathway here. Here we have Stratus Technologies for us. Innovation Center here. Nidec. Next, we're going to stop by the Brady Corporation booth. And let's check out what kind of new technologies they have for us here today. Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Wonderful. What do you have to show us here today?
So my name's Brian Juntis. I'm a territory manager for Brady out of San Diego, California. Welcome to Houston.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about some new printers we have right now. First, we'll start with the A6500. We've had this printer for about 10 years. It was originally called the Raptor, but now it's called the A6500. It's got a new touchscreen feature. One of the nice things is it prints and applies the label, so true automation. Really, that's why we're here today, is talking about the different automation that Brady has to offer. Has a label right there. You grab your cable. Let me grab one that doesn't have anything on it. So there's your blank cable. I insert it into the machine. It prints and applies the label.
Wow, let's get a close-up of that real quick. Very cool.
And then if you can see, so it has a counter, so then it's counting to the next label.
Okay.
So now we pick my blank label, we'll insert this, and now it's going to wrap ABC-4.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah. So that's that one. So a couple of years ago, we had customers that required flagging, and the term flagging is doing this, where it has to flag the label. So there are certain companies that require flagging of the labels. So we came up with the A5500. Now what this does is it flags the cable for the customer. So again, they would take their cable, they would go ahead and insert it into the printer, it prints the label, wraps it, and then flags it.
Wow. That is super fast.
Yeah, so again, dealing with automation, getting away from somebody having to print labels with their hand and hand apply them. The newest printer we came out with the beginning of this year was called the A6200. Now we're looking at a printer that's a little bit smaller, but it still does the same thing where it prints a label and applies it. And it's more of what we call like an inline printer because of its size. So if somebody was working, making a panel, they can go ahead and grab their cable, put it in the machine, and have it grabs it. It prints it, the print head pops out to print the label and rolls it. And there you go. So that's
Wonderful.
The latest thing, depending on what a customer's looking for in the world of automation.
And it's much smaller, I've noticed, than the other two.
Correct,
well.
Smaller, so your label choices are a little bit smaller. All three of the printers go down to a .006 wire gauge. This goes to just over ½ inch. This guy goes to ½ inch, just because of its size. And it does a couple thousand labels a day, where these are designed, the bigger units are designed to do 7,000 labels a day.
See, okay, so it really depends on your application.
Correct.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for showing this.
Thank you.
And it was wonderful stopping by.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have
Enjoy
a good
Houston.
one. Yeah. We'll keep on moving, working our way back towards we'll make our way back out here to the main aisle. Got our hardware on this side of the show floor.
Yeah, I just
Here we have Rockwell's integrated architecture. Great display here. make our way back here. And we are going to wrap today's session here at Wittenstein. Great booth. While they get set up, let's just take a little around this side here. We've got a customer experience showcase back here we're going to take a look at. A great spot to hang out. Austin, I haven't found the roller coaster yet. I'll let you know if I do. All right, it looks like Wittenstein's just about ready for us.
Oh.
All right. Hi there.
Hi.
And you are Bill?
Yeah, my name's Bill Sutton. I manage our motor business for Wittenstein in North America.
Wonderful.
And we make servo motors that complement Rockwell's line of servo motors.
Wonderful. And what do you have to show us here today?
Well, today we're showing our dynamic line of servo motors, which are as small as 17 millimeters, which is the smallest servo motor I'm aware of that fully controls the axes. And we go up to 40 millimeters. We put gear motors on those and linear actuators. And our drives integrate very nicely into Studio 5000 for the Rockwell customers that we have.
Wonderful, great integrations.
Sure.
Do you have a demo to show us? Or
I do. I just have a small demo of our linear actuators, and basically what we're showing is the synchronous motion of the different axes together. Is that in a very small package we get fully synchronized motion. These are very torque dense, so they're smaller than most servo motors, but really have the same amount of power as some that are much larger. And so this is just a very simple demo of integrating the axes together.
Very precise. Yeah, yes. That's wonderful. Well, that is great. Is there anything else you'd like to show us here today?
Basically we just have some static demos, and like I said, they're small. We have cabinet-mounted drives. We have integrated drives on the motors, and all of this, like I said, does integrate very nicely with the other controls.
Wonderful.
And also, we don't show it here, but we can. We deal in harsh environments generally. So if you need to climb up inside a nuclear reactor with a servo motor, high temperature, high pressure, low pressure, or temperature, we make servo motors that complement standard servo motors. So for those applications, we're a specialist in that.
Designed for harsh environments.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Wow. A lot of our industries deal with that, so that's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around here today. It was great to stop by.
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you. Oh, and it looks like we have one more demo here with Wittenstein. Take a look at some of these.
Okay, sure. Do you mind hearing the same thing again? Okay. Oh.
Hi, Dan. Yes, we can stop by the Dialite booth on our way back towards the front.
Oh, okay.
And yes, let's go ahead and take a look at this other demo you have for us here today.
Sure. This is the Wittenstein Synapse system. So this is our smart gearbox, the world's first. And what it does is it integrates a sensor module directly into the gearbox adapter plate. So we're using sort of unused space in the gearbox to integrate a 3-axis accelerometer and a temperature sensor. So that enables you to do remote condition monitoring. You can do like R&D work and do measurements on what your system is doing compared to what you expected. But the biggest benefit is going to be predictive maintenance, prevent unplanned downtime, be able to tell when your servo axes are starting to get, starting to run a little bit out of spec, and it'll do threshold monitoring. So we have a pre-programmed threshold in here for temperature. based on what the gearbox catalog value is. But your customers can also set their own threshold for both temperature and vibration, and that enables them to monitor for process out of spec as well as the gearbox components. So it's, like I said, remote condition monitoring using the IO-Link system, the IO-Link master that many of your customers are probably already using, and more of them will probably be finding out about soon. You can go directly into an industrial PC network for remote condition monitoring, across the world, or you can go into a PLC for, sort of onboard operator monitored condition status. And the biggest thing is, again, it'll prevent unplanned downtime if you are watching your servo axes closely for vibration that's out of norm and temperature that's starting to spike. That's an indication of a problem, and you can plan to have that component replaced on the next planned downtime cycle instead of having to replace the machine on the field.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, very exciting stuff. Thank you for showing us this demo here today, and thanks for having us stop by. This has been great.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All right. We're going to make our way back now down the show floor, and we will stop by the Dialite booth. Oh, one second. I'm sorry. We have one more.
Two more.
Hi, Jonas.
Hi.
This is my life.
I'm sorry. This is Jonas with Wittenstein. What do you have to show us today?
So my name is Jonas. I'm the sales engineering manager for Galaxy gearboxes here in America. Here we have our Galaxy. The Galaxy is a new technology that offers a unique combination of true zero backlash and the highest rigidity. Compared to other gearboxes, Galaxy has individual moving single teeth and a higher contact area to transmit all the power in the gearbox. So with Galaxy, we typically replace conventional drive units with a more efficient solution, and at the same time we also increase the level of performance.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so if you want to learn more about Galaxy and how we can improve or add value to your machine, we're happy to assist there.
Yeah, if you do have questions about any of the demos you've seen here today, you can always reach out to us at the email address in the video description below, mcmclive@mc-mc.com, and we will get your question forwarded to the right person and follow up with you. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to make our way back down the show floor, and we do have a request to stop by the Dialite booth. So we're going to stop by and say hi to them and see if we can see any other suppliers that want to stop by and say hi.
Hey.
You guys have to tell me if I'm making you dizzy also. I will slow down. And here's Dialite.
You want me to keep the mask on?
Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you, Ben.
Yes?
What do you have to show us today here at Dialite?
Okay, so just a quick demo. We've got a mock assembly line going on here, so we don't manufacture this, but this is just a light curtain. So let's just say if you've got a manufacturing process and you've got your sensors here, you trip the sensor, all of a sudden your line goes down, you're losing productivity. We're telling the fixture wirelessly through the Rockwell PLC and Ethernet IP to flash, to draw attention to the assembly line. So if I'm a contractor or a maintenance man, I'll come over here, figure out what the problem is after I shut the fixture down. Once I'm done, start it back up, turn the line on, and you'll notice that the fixture is now constant burn instead of flashing. Okay, and we're doing this all wirelessly using the signal that's broadcasted through the Rockwell PLC. So you don't, Rockwell probably won't like me for saying this, but you don't need any Rockwell equipment to make this work. It's a bolt-on system that we use our equipment to bolt onto the Rockwell PLC and broadcast the signal and do it all wirelessly. We are proud to be the first and only lighting fixture manufacturer to be a Rockwell and Compass partner.
Wonderful.
So,
That's great news. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This is a great demo, and yeah, really useful and good on all applications, it seems.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ben.
All right.
All right, we're going to make our way back towards the entrance, and we'll sign off from there. If you have any requests for booths that you'd like to see, just drop those in the comment section and we'll stop by for you. And again, as we mentioned back at the Wittenstein booth, if you have any questions about demos that you've seen here today, you can always reach out to us at that mcmclive email address. It is in the description down below in this video, and we will respond to you or get you in touch with the right person to answer your question. We do have a request to stop by the Cobal stand. We can drop by. Let's go back over that direction. Pretty busy at the moment. Got some robotics here. Some wearables as well. This is really fascinating. All right. Come back. See some of that over there. Exoskeleton. That was the wear. Very cool. Was hoping to see some here on the show. Have not yet. If you request what I don't quite catch, I apologize, but I'll keep an eye on the comments here. Let's walk back this way and go past the ProSoft booth just to see what they have. clarity as well. Very cool booth over here. Also very busy right now. Very cool. Here we have Belden as well. Hi. Here, quite a busy demo table. And we've come full circle back here to Panduit. Spectrum Controls, another one of our suppliers. They always have a fun theme at Automation Fair. This year's theme is Ghostbusters. And they set up a photo booth for visitors to have their photo taken against a backdrop. Everyone's in outfit as well for Ghostbusters. Very fun. All right, now we're back at the entrance. Thank you for joining us live here today at the Automation Fair show floor in Houston, Texas. We're really excited to have you with us. We hope you saw something exciting and fun for your industry here on the show floor and new for your industry on the show floor here today. And remember to subscribe to the McNaughton-McKay YouTube channel. We'll see you live again soon every week for our McNaughton-McKay Live series virtual lunch and learns. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.